another episode of Fat City Spinout by Fat City Vinyl. Thanks for joining me. My name is Doug. This is my series of videos of listens from the shelves, new arrivals to the music collection, but I'm going to be doing something a little different today. I'm just going to be spotlighting one brand new release by a young up-and-coming reggae band out of Toronto, Canada called the Dub Chronicles. This release, as of this recording, is digital only, which I don't tend to talk about in my videos. And also, when I post something on Facebook or Instagram or commit it to video, I tend to listen for a while, absorb, reflect. I'm going to be going more with gut feelings, first impressions, kind of share some things this music has made me think about as I've been listening to it all morning. As I've said, this is a band called the Dub Chronicles. I first linked up with them around 2015 or so, I think through my Facebook page. At that time, they were a three-person group called Chronicles Dub Trio, comprised of brothers Jonathan Ratos on Moog bass, melodica, organ, keys, his brother Craig on drums and percussion, and they were joined by Alexi Orichin on guitar. This group laid down a rhythmic foundation of tough drum and bass focused roots reggae with dubwise mixing techniques. They were primarily instrumental, primarily original compositions, but they do slide in the occasional cover version and even the occasional vocal. I reviewed their debut EP, Chapter 1, around 2015, which was digital only. They followed that up with a full-length debut called Reflections. This is a CD they put out at the time. I think it was cassette also. Reflections came out 2016-ish, I believe. Following this, guitarist Alexi Orichin departed the group. I kind of kept touch with them, but lost track of their current music. The brothers regrouped as the Dub Chronicles, Jonathan and Craig. They put out the Kingston EP in 2018, which was mixed by the renowned dub mixer Dubmatics out of Toronto for an even harder hitting, uncompromising roots and dub sound of equal part instrumental and then the same tracks given the dub remix technique. For 2019's The Takeover, they were joined by a third sibling, brother Ryan, assuming guitar duties, making the Dub Chronicles fully a Ratos family affair. In 2020, of course, the world was struck by the global pandemic, which had made musicians who were used to gigging before a live audience, playing live, had to rethink how they did things. The Dub Chronicles returned in 2021 with their most expansive, most ambitious release yet, called Simba, Return to the Throne. It's kind of thematically inspired by Disney's classic The Lion King film and its themes of the exiled prince of the animal kingdom returning to assume the mantle of who and what he really is. Those themes must have resonated with the band. They've amped up their studio production skills for this one. They've added more vocals. They had worked with vocalists on occasion before. There's 18 tracks on this release, 9 what they call dry mixes, which are instrumentals, of which 4 actually contain vocals, and then 9 dub mixes of the same tracks for an expansive 18-track release, which kicks off with one of the a new version of one of the tracks that they had put out on the Takeover EP, Takeover album of 2019 called Zion. Here with a vocal by Jamaican reggae singer Kumar Bent, aka Kumar Fire, called Pack Your Bags on the Zion rhythm, as recorded by the Dub Chronicles. Rhythmic foundation of classic roots reggae with dub-wise mixing techniques laid down by the Ratos brothers. But they've always added these little textures of jazz, especially old-time jazz, in some of the keys work. feathery kind of keys flourishes. As we go on a musical journey.
There is a train going to Zion, a place that you will be free. There is a train going to Zion, love and harmony.
This is a train going to Zion, where we can be free. Second track on the album is called The King Has Arrived. Again, harking to those Lion King themes of the returned monarch coming to assume his throne. And here, the Dub Chronicles get into the kind of heavy roots reggae instrumental dub groove that they do so well. Heavy like lead, and dreader than dread. Brand new. As I've said, kept in touch with the band over the years, but kind of lost track of some of their newer music. Kept up with my blog. Of course, the pandemic days have seen challenges for all of us. How we think, how we feel, how we approach what we do. No different for me. I've been feeling kind of burned out, jaded. What's the point of sharing this music? Sharing records that I've been listening to? And then you hear something like this, brand new music that is current, vital, alive, and it hits you why you do this. Next track is called Silver Lining, and this one's a real surprise. Real upbeat, party groove. Makes me think of the streets of Toronto, the Caravana Festival. Some kind of steel drum accents. I could hear this wafting out of car windows, apartment windows in the summer months. I know I'm going to be listening to it a lot, this music, this album, by the Dub Chronicles. Can't help but get up and move to this music. Just makes you feel good. Good to be alive. As the sun is shining and the breeze is blowing. With that pulsing organ. Next track brings back singer Kumar. With a kind of jazz scatting going on. Again with that kind of old-timey, ghostly jazz keys. Kind of a musical meeting of the generations. Tune called Life Force. The life force is all around us. Comes from within us. And that heavy drum and bass comes in. Musical meeting of genres, of generations. And the roots from Yard sell your soul to get defeated. Check yourself, learn yourself, and get some wisdom in these times. From here, we get into All Your Days a Breeze with a sweet and romantic and classy vocal by Toronto singer Tash Lorraine. Nice, warm, and easy, as I would tell you. Again, deserves to be heard from coast to coast, over your radio, overheard out of car windows. Forever. Hope it brings the Dub Chronicles more recognition. I believe this is the lead-off single from the album. All Your Days a Breeze, featuring Tash Lorraine. It's magic. With that expressive keys. From here, we're gonna blaze up the fire with the return of Kumar on Herb's Man. So you know it's gonna be a lighters in the air, roots and culture affair. Melodica line. This is Lover's Magic, instrumental version of All Your Days a Breeze, as voiced by Tash Lorraine. Here heard in a pure instrumental style, what they call a dry take. From here, we get into the title track, Simba, Return to the Throne. Maybe the Dub Chronicles' most progressive sounding composition to date. Kind of questing, mystical feel to it. Again, the album thematically riffing on The Lion King, the Disney tale, but also inspired by a trip brother Jonathan Ratos took to Kenya, where the Ratos family have family roots, pre-pandemic. It was called Simba by some of the local people on account of his long hair and beard. Simba, Swahili for lion. Title track of the album. As the Dub Chronicles return to pick up the mantle of carrying roots reggae and dub forward in Canada in the 21st century. That's track number 9. From here on, we get into dub versions of each of the tracks we've heard. Not going to go through all of them. Gonna leave you with Pack Your Dubs, featuring the return of Kumar, as we get into the dub mixes with the disembodied, ghostly voice of Kumar, as heard on Pack Your Bags. Here it's Pack Your Dubs and get ready to go. The Dub Chronicles are well on their way. Dub mixes here done by Casey Burnett of Burnett Town Sound, with splashes of echo and reverb, vocal snatches, isolated treatments of the instruments, heavy rolling bass, I want to thank the Dub Chronicles. Big ups from over here on the coast. Thanks for the musical nudge in the right direction to shake off the mental funk, the mental fog, and remind us the power music has to enrich our lives, to brighten our souls, our hearts. We need it more than ever in these times. As the sun comes out once again. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll put links to the band's Bandcamp and SoundCloud down below. As of this recording, the album is digital only. I have heard there may be a vinyl release on the horizon. Would love to see that happen. Thank you, Dub Chronicles. Thanks everybody for watching. Peace.